the bond between Kevin De Bruyne and Manchester City reaches its conclusion. The love story between Kevin De Bruyne and Manchester City has drawn to its inevitable close. As the curtains fall on this chapter, Manchester City will soar high alongside the cherished memories of De Bruyne, while football continues its eternal quest for true passion. Arsene Wenger once said, "When you love a football club, it becomes a part of your passport." And as this season ends, Kevin De Bruyne will forever carry Manchester City as the most beautiful entry in the passport of his life. Football brought De Bruyne to the citizens, to this vibrant city. When he embarked on his journey with Manchester City, he could scarcely have imagined how profoundly it would transform his life. Together, they scaled the heights of glory. But whether desired or not, the time has come to bid farewell. Every tale must eventually reach its end, yet this has undoubtedly been the most magnificent chapter of De Bruyne's career. Let us savor these final moments together. After a decade of devotion, Kevin De Bruyne, the genius conductor, the elegant maestro, the perfect orchestrator, and the radiant symbol of Manchester City's golden era, sheds tears as he parts ways with the sky blue of the Etihad. From this day forward, City fans will tuck away their memories of Kevin De Bruyne deep within their hearts, a treasure trove of beauty, honoring the idol who ignited their love for this shirt. The Premier League will forever remember an artist who elevated the simple pass into a form of high art. With piercing deliveries that stirred the souls of fans and defied the limits of imagination, De Bruyne cemented his place among the greatest playmakers in football history. "I'd bet Manchester City will erect a statue of Kevin De Bruyne," Pep Guardiola once remarked. A simple statement, yet one that reflects the towering legacy of the Belgian maestro. To call Kevin De Bruyne a legend of this storied Premier League club is no exaggeration. Today's tribute is football's gift to Manchester City supporters, a heartfelt homage to their virtuoso conductor, Kevin De Bruyne. With his final pass, the dazzling legacy he leaves at the Etihad transcends mere trophies. It embodies the genius that redefined the art of the assist in modern football. The Italian master Leonardo da Vinci once said, "Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication," and De Bruyne embodied this philosophy in his play. He turned the humble pass into a masterpiece. If Da Vinci had his Last Supper, De Bruyne has his last pass. A decisive, defense-shredding stroke that placed his teammate in an unmissable position. For a decade in Manchester City's blue, fans grew accustomed to De Bruyne gliding across the pitch, seeking space, and unleashing passes that defied belief, threading the ball into the tightest of gaps with centimeter-perfect precision. His artistry captivated every sense, leaving spectators in awe. At his peak, De Bruyne banished the notion of parked buses or defensive walls. He brought a football of pure artistry to England's misty shores, a land revered for its grit and physicality. De Bruyne emerged as a wandering poet on the Premier League's frost-kissed fields, redefining the game with elegance and vision. For the citizens, the simplicity and flair flowing from the Belgian's boots will remain an indelible memory, a golden era that may never be recaptured. The deeper their love for De Bruyne grew, the sharper the pang of his departure stung. Of course, they saw the signs of decline in those weary legs, but denying the truth is part of true love. In the end, it's the memories that undo us, and the memories of Kevin De Bruyne will forever haunt Manchester City fans with bittersweet longing. Rewind to a winter night a decade ago at the Volkswagen Arena. A flushed-faced midfielder in Wolfsburg colors danced through Bayern Munich's defense, dismantling them with ruthless grace. That night, Kevin De Bruyne stepped into the spotlight, banishing the fog that had shrouded his Chelsea days. Wolfsburg crushed Bayern with ferocity, and, by fate's design, Bayern's coach that evening was none other than Pep Guardiola. A man enamored with genius midfielders, Guardiola's eyes must have locked onto De Bruyne in that moment, a spark that would later ignite a historic union at the Etihad. De Bruyne arrived at Manchester City in the summer of 2015. 6 months later, Guardiola took the helm. From there, a glorious era was born. Having coached world-class creators like Xavi, Iniesta, and Busquets, Guardiola wasted no time molding De Bruyne into the heartbeat of his system. Under Pep's guidance, De Bruyne evolved into a peerless assist machine, flanked by relentless warriors. Fernandinho in the early years, Rodri later on. He was given the freedom to weave his magic. City's winning formula became simple. De Bruyne plus a world-class striker, first Aguero, then Haaland. At the Etihad, no star earned Guardiola's affection quite like De Bruyne. Together, they conquered countless milestones: 6 Premier League titles, a Champions League crown, and more. De Bruyne himself claimed 5 PFA Team of the Season nods, 2 Premier League Player of the Season awards, and a Ballon d'Or bronze in 2022. Like his manager, the Champions League triumph with City stands as his crowning achievement, a victory soaked in joy, regret, and redemption. Fans will never forget De Bruyne's tears in Porto, where a brutal collision with Rudiger forced him off in agony, watching helplessly as City fell to Chelsea on the brink of glory. Yet, like so many times before, he rose again. In Istanbul, summer 2023, with Aguero and Sterling gone, De Bruyne faced Inter Milan in pursuit of the elusive dream. Tragedy struck once more. A cruel injury robbed him of the final. But fate finally smiled. Rodri's heroics sealed City's breathless triumph, and as the final whistle blew, Guardiola raced to embrace De Bruyne. "We did it!" he choked out, tears mingling with triumph. In that moment, De Bruyne and Pep knew their mission was complete. Yet amid the ecstasy, a quiet sadness lingered. De Bruyne bore the weight of not contributing in that decisive battle, a burden only a true servant of the game could feel. Still, to City fans, he remains an icon, the brain behind their ascent to greatness. The treble, the Champions League, the Golden Age. The 2023-24 season brought the first whispers of decline. Age crept into De Bruyne's legs. His appearances dwindled, and his influence waned. By this season, the decline steepened. The spark dimmed, the smiles faded, and the once youthful maestro aged before our eyes. As his powers faded, so did City's fortunes. Out of the title race, ousted from Europe, facing financial scrutiny off the pitch. At 33, De Bruyne knew it was time to step away, to bid an honorable farewell to the club he adored. In an emotional letter, he poured out his soul to the fans, leaving a legacy of 106 goals, 174 assists, and 413 appearances. More than numbers, he gifted them a treasure chest of emotions. De Bruyne turned Manchester into a dreamscape, his genius pulsing through every citizen's heart. His farewell will be a grand, tear-stained ceremony, his final walk from the Etihad tunnel, a wave to the stands, and a retreat into the shadows. With him departs a slice of footballing youth for so many. Kevin De Bruyne defined an era and closed it. His passes, like brushstrokes of a master painter, will haunt City fans forever. After 10 years, his mission is fulfilled. It's time to reflect on a life and love so beautifully lived. May he find his next harbor soon. Farewell, Kevin De Bruyne. Farewell to the last pass.